Hello everybody, and welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda really needs no introduction, but I'm going to try anyways. Legend of Zelda is a action-adventure game released for the Nintendo Entertainment System in '86. Let me get to the story here. Many years ago, Prince of Darkness Ganon stole one of the Triforces with Power. Princess Zelda had one of the Triforces with Wisdom. She divided it into 8 units to hide it from Ganon before she was captured. Go and find the 8 units, Link, to save her. Alright, and these are the treasures we will find during the course of the game. And, we'll pretty much get to see all of them at some point. The White Sword, yeah, I knew that was the name of that one. Kinda sounds like the name of a hair metal band, right? White Sword? Yeah, all these different items are going to have different effects in the game, but that should go also without saying. This has also kind of encouraged you to go out and find all these items, because a lot of them are optional. There we go, there's a little piece of the Triforce. Please look up the manual for details. So yeah, Zelda is one of the earliest NES titles, and you needed the manual to get through this. It made a big difference. Actually, that was true of a lot of NES games. Alright, well, this is just going to keep going over and over again. So, let me just get finished with the introduction. Yes, it was released in '86 originally in Japan, and wouldn't make its way over here to the US until almost a year later. That would have been '87. And even then, I would have only been about 5 years old. So I was not playing this game at 5. It was probably not until I was 7 or 8 when I first started playing this game. And this game was on the tough side. It's still on the tough side. Alright, now, we are actually going to start a brand new game altogether. So let's register our name. And you can see I'm very original here. I named our character Link in every slot, and we'll name him Link again. For the most part, this makes no difference. But I remember if you name your character Zelda instead of Link, that affects the game. Alright. Alright, and here we are. At the very beginning, just thrown into the world of Hyrule with no gear. But thankfully, there's a cave right here. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. And we get our first weapon. We have the wooden sword. And if you've seen my other Zelda playthroughs, when we are at full health, we can shoot our sword with power. Now, normally I make a beeline for the first dungeon and try to get the first Triforce piece. But this time around, I'm going to try to collect as much as I can out in the countryside before we start exploring the dungeons. Now, I don't remember where everything is offhand, nor do I know the most efficient way to get everything. But our first goal is to find some bombs. Bombs are sold in item shops, but they can also be caught from blue enemies. Like right now we're looking at red Octoroks. And that over there in the water is a Zora. Thing's a jerk. Right now we cannot block its shot, and it takes a lot of shots to kill on its own right. The Octoroks, on the other hand, well, the red ones, we can take out with one shot. And we can block their shots with our shield. See? Zora is still not dead. How many times do I have to hit you? Apparently a lot. Normally I don't bother with them. I figured I'd bother with it because I'm making a video. Alright, that's enough of that. Waste my time, waste your time. Ah. Look at this, already off to a wonderful start. my recording software decided to stop on me in the middle of it. So I've lost my train of thought, but I do know we need to kill blue enemies. We need to kill blue enemies because they have the bombs that we need. Now these critters we're fighting here, these are moblins. These are iconic enemies of the Zelda franchise. And they also come in red and blue. So yeah, I think I was talking about item shops. There are a couple of item shops scattered throughout the world. Some of them are hidden, while some of them are out in the open. Well, out in the open, relatively speaking. Since they're in caves, like the caves where we just found the old man that gave us our sword. But you can't beat cheap as free, so if I can get free bomb... Ow. There we go. And we want these bombs because we can use them, well, not only to fight our enemies, but we can also use them to start collecting items. Now, I do not remember the name of these enemies that are coming out of the ground, but they are problematic. Those spinning flower-looking things are called pea-hats. And I think they're kind of annoying as far as enemies go, but they can be dealt with fairly easy. And these jumping spider things, I'm trying to remember their name. Tekets? Tekis? Something like that. They also come in different colors as well. Nice. Take any one you want. But we have the choice here. We have a red potion or a heart. And without even hesitation, you take the heart. That permanently increases your life score by 1. The potion, on the other hand, can be used to heal yourself. A red one can be used to heal yourself twice. But then it's gone. So yeah. Take the hearts. Ah. No. There we go, that's better. Our next bomb is over here. It's a secret to everybody. And our moblin friend here is actually giving us money. And I think that it's a secret to everybody is actually supposed to be their way of saying, hey, don't tell anyone about this. Just keep this between you and me. Alright, here's our next cave. Show this to the old woman. Now, we're getting the note. The note is what we bring to the old woman in several different locations, and we can buy potions from her. Ow. Alright, now this tree leads us to an area where we can gamble. We can step on one of these coins and we'll either lose money or we'll gain some. So let's try this one. Nope, we lost 10. If we stepped on the middle one, we would have gained 50. If we stepped on the right one, we would have lost 40. Now this is a little ahead of schedule. There is a wall we can walk through around here. It's a secret to everybody. Now we get a nice chunk of 100 rupees. Alright, now I'm hoping I can do this without dying. The early game is always when I have the hardest time. Game over. Well, that's alright. When we hit continue, we're going to start right here where we start the game. We're going to keep everything that we have found. Although we do not have full health. Alright, these are the blue techies. I don't know if we can get bombs from them or not. I would think so. And that is the stopwatch. That freezes every enemy on the screen, making them easy pickings. These troublesome enemies again. Ah, thank you. And here's our next piece of heart. Now I should be able to handle abuse much better. I want more bombs, though. Now, when we clear out a screen of enemies, that screen will remain empty for a little bit, but eventually the enemies will respawn. Though if I remember correctly, if you clear a screen of all but one enemy, only that one enemy will remain. I don't think there's going to be too much of a problem, so we're not going to be doing that too often. So there's something important to buy in there. But I'm gonna save that for later. Keep walking right into them. Yeah, we're not off to a great start. There we go. Here's one of the item shops. Now what we want here is we want this candle. But we can also get this magic shield or keys. I don't usually spend my money on keys. They're expensive, and when we get into the dungeons we usually find enough. But this candle we need. When we use the candle, we create a bit of fire that can damage our enemies, but it also lights up dark areas. That's not the only benefit of the candle. The candle will also burn bushes. Now, I've gone by a couple of bushes, but we didn't have the candle, so we couldn't burn any of them. That's going to change. Alright, now that blue enemy over there kind of looks like a centaur. They have a special name, but I've forgotten what it is. They are tough. Yeah, real tough. This guy's almost killed us. I want to get by him to get to that cave over there. Maybe he'll just keep going down. Nope, asking for too much. He takes a few hits to kill. And they can shoot their swords with power the same way we do. There we go. Master using it, and you can have this. Well, now we have the white sword. White sword is about twice as powerful as our wooden sword. Meaning we only have to hit enemies that often to kill them. I think we can probably put him down about 3 or 4 hits. I don't think I'm going to survive long enough to do that. I think we can also kill Zoras in 1 hit. Dang. What an impressive start, huh? But with the candle, and with the bombs, we can start really opening up this world. Figuratively and literally. is a secret to everybody. Alright, nice chunk of 30 coins. I think it's back over this way. There are some bushes we can burn. Is that one of them? Let's find out. Yes, it is. Pay me for the door repair charge. Oh no! He took our money! Alright, there's another one around here. He was not happy that we burned down his door. Is it this screen or is it another one? There we go. Thank you, Magic Money Moblin. Also taking out the Moblins in pure hits. It's a secret to everybody. Now, somewhere around here. Yep, there's the item shop. And here we're going to grab the arrows. Each item shop has different items. And I'm also pretty sure that each item shop charges differently. So I may or may not be going to the most affordable place for these items. But we are getting them. And we bought arrows. So you would think we'd be able to shoot arrows at enemies. Well, that is a reasonable thought. But unfortunately, we don't have a bow. We only have arrows. Also need some bombs. Any of you guys got bombs? No. Alright, well let's put down these blue Moblins first. So I'm about to introduce you to another enemy. See, when we touch these statues, they come to life, and they start attacking us. But as you saw, that one was standing on top of a set of stairs. Now we have more money. There are a few more items that we want to spend our hard-earned money on. So much easier with the white sword, it really is. Oh, these pea-hats. You can only damage them when they stop moving. So that's another reason I tend to just leave them alone. Bush. Indeed it was. Alright, we are racking in the money. Lots of money, lots of hearts. No bombs. And we are now, well, not now, but we are close to the most money we can possibly have. Now we are at the most money we can have. which is good because there is an item that costs that much. Ow. Yeah, be careful, don't walk into your own fire. Take that heart. And there's our next item shop. Boy, this is really expensive. Well, we want the shield. This is the magical shield. This magic shield can deflect more attacks, including Zora's beams of energy. Of course, make sure your shield is actually aimed at them. Don't worry, we can keep a secret. I'm used to handling sensitive information. Still need more bombs. Maybe. Not that you would give me bombs. And here is the first old woman. We're going to give her the note. Buy medicine before you go. Well, while we can afford the medicine, we're not going to. The red medicine over there is the same that we've seen in other areas. It has 2 uses, and each time you drink it, your health is restored fully. The blue medicine only works once. Almost always worthwhile to have one of those on you. Alright. Buy something, will ya? Well, we're gonna buy these bombs. That should be enough for the time being. We still need about 90 or so more rupees before we can get our next item. Okay, I think I'm going the right way. We're getting some slowdown. There's too much happening on screen at once. The awesome power of the NES can only contain so much of Zelda. It's a secret to everybody. Now, there you go. That actually maxes us out on money. There are a few more things to do over in this area, but let's go spend our money first on a most worthwhile item. Maybe even the most worthwhile item. Alright, we can get past these things and touch this statue. This gives us a special shop where we can buy the blue ring. Now the blue ring is roughly the equivalent of the blue tunic in other games. You'll even see that our sprite has now changed from a green tunic to a sort of bluish-gray tunic. We can now take twice as much damage before we start losing hearts. So these Octoroks have to hit us twice before we lose any health. Now we're pretty much ready and loaded. We can go, but since we're nearby, there are a few more items we can grab. Ow. Yeah, be careful with your timing so you don't do things like I just did. do like when we get that stopwatch. Also like when we get more bombs. It's a secret to everybody. Now over here, we have an old woman who's willing to talk if we pay her. Although I think it's always the case that she won't say anything good unless we give her the most money. But I'm pretty sure she's the one that tells us how to get through the Lost Woods, which is this area. It's called the Lost Woods because you get stuck in here, looping around, unless you know the proper way to go. Now I happen to know the proper way to go. But we're just going to go to the right. Nope, that's not where we want to be. We'll want to go there later, though. We want to go here. Alright, more money. I don't know if there's any more moblins that have money to give us. But now we're back in the Lost Woods. And if I remember correctly, we want to go north, west, south, west. That almost sounds like the name of a techno song or something. And this brings us over to the graveyard. There is a very, very important goodie to get in the graveyard. But sadly, we are not at the point where we can get it. Now, these ghosts are the enemies here. You hit them a bunch of times, they will die. But if you touch the gravestones, more of them appear. And I don't remember... Yes, you have to kill the main ghost to kill all the other ones. And looky looky. Master using it, and you can have it. This is the magic sword. But as you see, we walk over it, nothing happens. That's because we do not get to use the Master Sword, not the Master Sword, but the Magic Sword, until we have a certain number of hearts. So we'll be back here later. I don't know if it's hearts, or if it's Triforce pieces. Now yes, we can block their swords with the Magic Shield. I'm just bad. I'm bad at the video game. Leave all of you alone. And there's one more item we want to grab. Actually, we don't want to grab it, but since we're here, we're going to get it. That is the magic bracelet. That magic bracelet allows Link to move items he otherwise wouldn't be able to. Poor Link. Alrighty. Well, we are dead. But actually, you know what? That works out good for me because I think what we're going to do is save. And it's going to send us back to the select screen. And I think that will do it for today's episode. Because when we get together next time, with our poor Link who's died 3 times already, we're going to go challenge the first dungeon. So, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.